Welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chem Lock League. Tundras have a new facelift here in Season 2. We've made some upgrades to the team. I think we have a playoff caliber roster here in front of you, and I'm really excited about Season 2 of the Tundras franchise. We went 7-9 last season, and some frustrating growing pains for this team. We had some really good success from players like Adriana Harrington and Luke Resplendent, and they have come back to the team, but we've also brought in some new players that hopefully will breathe some new life into the team. Let's take a look at some of the moves that we made. As a recap to the offseason, if you didn't catch that video, definitely go check it out. I know it's a little bit more methodical. It's a different type of vibe than when we watch these games together. But I know some of you really like to see that stuff. So especially with Tier 3 competitive, spirited, and crafty, it makes it really, really difficult to plan everything out. But I think I did a pretty decent job. I actually feel a lot better about this team now that we're through the offseason versus what I was looking at doing before the offseason. We found some extra money to be able to develop this team a little bit more, but let's take a look. You'll see Gadman back as the starting catcher, followed by Simon Baxter, who's our backup with Tier 3 cannon arm. That's what I'm really excited about seeing, is that arm going off behind the plate. Brock Kramer is your new starting first baseman at 22. He's got room for development. Jacques Dennis will likely be our starting DH for most games. Milan Tirehead comes back. He's going to be not a starter, but more of a utility bench option and decent bench bat. We'll have Makai Nornerwest as our starting second baseman. He's getting propped up significantly by that Tier 3 RBI hero trait. Then Raiden Coleman, our starting third baseman. This was a pivot move. I think we came out pretty decent with him. He's definitely not ideal, but I think he's fine. Flip Bauer will be your starting shortstop. Great contact, a little bit lower power than I'd prefer. He's also a little slower than I'd like, but good fielder and a lot of room for development at 20. Adriana Harrington back in left field, your MVP from last year, and hoping she can pick up right where she left off. We have backup Anaya Corona. She's 19, has Tier 3 tough out, and I hope that she can grow on the bench. Hopefully we'll never have to use her. Zeke Price, your starting center fielder, and that clutch trait, we did not start with that. He actually just developed at the end of that last episode, gaining that clutch trait, and he has now become one of the best players on this team. I hope he is our MVP this year, if not Adriana Harrington. Amos Get Wrecked back for another season. He'll be starting in right field, and then Demi Trampelson back on the team as a bench in outfield option, and hopefully a pinch runner from time to time with their Tier 3 stealer. We have a new ace on the team. It's Gabriella Potter. She is 25 years old. No traits, so she's raw and room for growth, but she's really talented, and I think that she's going to look really good on this team. Luke Resplendent comes back. He is now the number 2 instead of the number 1. I think he'll really do well in this spot now that we don't have to really rely on him. Then we have Leonardo Owens, who was a all-star, and he comes over to the Tundras. He'll have Tier 3 workhorse, so I think we'll see nice things from him. And then Rex Appleseed is your number 4 starter. He has the Tier 3 rally stopper trait, and we saw him pitch incredibly well in the his last start of the season for us. Magnus Rivas is your new long reliever, his Tier 3 pick officer, but 24 years old. Pretty solid overall, but 21 accuracy. We need to see that go up. Hopefully we can develop him a bit this season. Ellen Booth back as the anchor of the bullpen with Tier 3 rally stopper. She's 20 years old. She was relied on heavily. I hope some of that gets distributed this year. Also, those pitchers, the starting rotation, I think will hold down a little bit better. Quincy Healthy will be back. He didn't get a lot of opportunities, but Tier 3 clutch, Tier 3 rally stopper. I think there's going to see a lot of opportunities where he's going to be successful this year. Janaya Bango, new to the team with Tier 3 stimulated. Hopefully that triggers a few times through this season, and we can rely on her in the back of the bullpen. And then Instante Day, a cheap option. It gets propped up by those two traits, rally stopper and reverse splits. And that's reverse splits as a lefty, so it triggers against righties and against switch hitters. So I'm excited about this team. We are going to get into this first game. It's going to be Crisp Harris for the Foresters against the Tundras, Gabriella Potter. Crisp Harris, if you remember, was an all-star. He actually started for the Foresters last year, so he's still the ace of the team. And this is going to be a tough way to start the season for the Tundras against a rival. We are home for this matchup, so we'll start with our, you know what, I like our alternate uniform, so we're going to start with our alternate home uniform. We set the lineup already. Let's go play ball. First game of the season at Stade Royale, and I'm really excited about this team. We are here at the home opener, facing off against the team that won the division last year. 10-6 record for the Foresters last year with a +16 run differential. The Tundras were 7-9 with a -8, so hoping that we can flip the script a little bit. I think we lost both games against the Foresters last year. And Linguino will lead things off, right fielder. He's DHing today. Tier 2 bad jumps when he's on base. He's a good hitter. And first chance for Coleman. It's a slow roller, easy play for him for out number 1. Here's a familiar face. Former third baseman of the Tundras, June Mina, comes up. Tier 2 big hack. We wish her well when she's not playing against us. She'll take a first pitch strike. And Gabriella Potter, I think someone who has a lot of potential for this team. A backhand from Coleman on the short hop, and he gets another chance, and he makes the play. He's 2 for 2 already, and 2 outs. Now Emily Mendez. We've seen her before. Tier 2 fastball hitter, Tier 2 bad ball hitter. Having to be careful, and a missile into right center field. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Getting to it is Zeke. Misplaying it at first. He throws it into second base, and that's a big double for Mendez. 2-out double will keep the line moving for the Foresters. Elsie Proctor comes up at second base here. Solid contact and great power. And Potter got pounced on. This time a liner to Bauer, and that's going to end the inning. So she allows a double with 2 outs, but runner stranded. And that's a good start for Potter. We'll continue to note how she does as our new ace. Zeke Price just gained the clutch trait before the season started. And he takes the ball way inside. Fouls one off here. It's a 1-1 count. Chris Paris had an amazing season. He was the starter for the Yang Conference in the All-Star game due to his outstanding season. And a good battle here for Zeke Price. 1-2 count. And a grounder fouled off the other way. Popped up, and that's going to get out of play. Shatters the bat, too. He's got to get new lumber. Takes the ball inside. 2-2. Zeke fouls another one off. Good battle here. And a base hit up the middle will sneak over the glove of the pitcher. And leadoff man aboard. Great start to the year for the Tundras. Brock Kramer will come up. Brock getting his first start for the Tundras here. Good speed, average power and contact, maybe slightly above average. Takes a strike there. It's a 1-1 count. Infield to double play depth. Late on the slider there, or ahead of it. Ball low, 2-2 count. And a grounder to third. Mina to Proctor. Airmails it into the dugout. And that's going to allow Kramer to move to second base on the error. So we trade places in the infield, but runner advances and Harrington comes up. She was the star of the show last year. She gets a bad strike call there, and tough out activates on the 0-2. 1 out and a runner on second with great speed. Harrington fouls it off, and a grounder slowly to second or short. Barron makes the play. That's out number 2. Now Makai Norner-West will come up. Former cutter. Has Tier 3 RBI hero activated, so exactly where we wanted him to be in this lineup. Swings at the first pitch, chases high and away, strike 1. Takes the ball inside. Norner West misses that one, and he's down 1-2. Fouls off in on his hands there. Chris trying not to allow him to score here. And he does it. He gets him to strike out. Norner West completely fooled in that at-bat. Crisp is a good pitcher, and he knows how to mix those pitches really well.
Number 48, Thomas Campbell.
Thomas Campbell comes up. He is a name I recognize as a all-star, I believe. First pitch swinging, sent to deep left center field. It's going to one-hop the wall. Harrington gets to it first. Heading to second base is Campbell, and he's going to sit there with 2 bases. Campbell was an all-star for the Foresters last year.
Center field, number 29.
He had 2 home runs and a .433 batting average, so he picks up where he left off. He's on second for Ron Wells. And Potter in trouble here in the second inning with a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Wells grounds foul there, 1-2 count. Whiffer will activate, but it's only tier 1. And lofted to first base, easy play for Kramer. They throw back to second, but diving back safely is Campbell.
15,
1 out for Dixon. Has 1 trade, it's the Magic Hands at tier 2, so only on defense. Good speed, okay contact, average power, maybe less than average. A slow grounder to short. Bauer will make the throw across to first, and runner advances to third. So 2 outs, runner on third, and Sky McCullough comes up with tier 3 sprinter when she leaves the box. Not a good offensive weapon here for the Foresters, but a chance to take the lead. Potter blows the fastball inside. 2-1 count. And outside just misses 3-1. Good spot for McCullough. And she'll swing through strike 2, full count. 2 outs. And just fouling that one off, staying alive. Do it again. Another foul. And another foul. Good fight here from McCullough. Misses inside. Tries to throw the curveball, but it doesn't catch. And we'll put a runner on first and third for Lennon Barron. Tier 2 Little Hack, Tier 2 easy target, so Potter gets a boost to her accuracy. First pitch will drop in for strike 1, and Little Hack will activate. Big spot for the Foresters. That one's popped foul and quickly down 0-2 now. Little Hack stays active and called. Strike 3, Potter paints the corner. And that's out number 3 to end the inning, so Potter gets herself out of another jam. She allowed a leadoff double, but the runner gets stranded at third base. Now we need to get our offense going. Flip Bauer will come up for his first at-bat of his career. Has tier 1 fastball hitter. Takes the strike here. Great contact hitter. Ball high. 1-1. And grounds one foul. He'll fall behind 1-2. Bauer, another foul on the fastball. Doesn't chase there. It's two balls. And a grounder down the third base side. Backhanded by Barron in the hole, but Bauer's not that quick. And that's going to be out number 1. Jacques Dennis comes up, has tier 3 bad ball hitter. The veteran will be our primary DH this year. He fouls one off here. And a ground ball right through the legs of Harris into center field. 1 out and a runner on first. We'll bring it over to Get Wrecked. Has tier 3 clutch, which is his biggest redeeming quality, but no high pressure right now. So we'll see how well he does this season. His contact was a reason for him to struggle, but he came through with a couple of big hits last year. 1-2 count. I'm getting into it. And there's strike 3 swinging on the curveball to top of the zone. Something we saw from him a lot last year. Braden Coleman comes up. His tier 1 outside pitch. Good contact, really low power rating. We'll see how he fares this season offensively. Runner takes off on the hit and run, pulled foul. And I don't know if you can hear the dog squeaking. I apologize if you can. And there's strike 2 called. Strike 3 called on the corner. I don't agree with those pitches, but that's enough for out number 3 and another unsuccessful inning for the Tundra's offense. I guess that's a bit fair, as we are facing off against an incredible pitcher. The only thing we need to worry about is going pitch for pitch with him, as Gabriella Potter will step back up on the mound against Melvin Linguino. And a base hit up the middle, so another leadoff hit for the Foresters. And a runner aboard for June Mina for her second at bat. She's 0 for 1. Would love to see maybe a ground ball double play here. Here, 2 bad jumps at first base. Good speed, but won't get a good break if he takes off before the pitch. 1-1 count. Runner takes off, pulled foul. That was a hit and run. Failed. And a grounder short diving play from Northwest. Only play is at first. Runner advances to second. In scoring position with 1 out for Emily Mendez, who was a double today already. 2 tier 2 traits. And a ground ball on the third baseline. Back play from Coleman. He tags and can't get it over to first in time, but gets the lead runner, and that's a great play from the new third baseman. And Elsie Proctor will come up. She is tense after going 0 for 1. Runner on first with average speed. Base hit into left field, so that's a big play from our third baseman to prevent that runner from advancing. Still 2 outs, and Thomas Campbell has a double today. We're getting into a high-pressure situation. So both Get Wrecked and Zeke Price will have some boost to their attributes in the outfield. Nice pitch there from Potter as it catches the corner 0-2. Ball way inside. And at the top of the zone will be fouled off. Not much speed on the bases. Ball inside, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Misses low. Runners will take off on the pitch here. And fouled off. Campbell a big threat in this situation. Potter will get strike 3 called. Another amazing pitch from our new ace. The rookie steps up in a really tough situation. She needs to stop getting herself in these situations, but we'll take it as it's still a scoreless game heading into the bottom of the third. I think Potter has pitched a little bit more, thrown a little too many pitches than I would have liked. As Gadman grounds to the pitcher, and we bring ourselves around to the top of the lineup for the second time. Zeke Price, 1 for 1 with a single. And he ended up getting out at second base on the ground out. Pop foul down 0-2. Price takes the ball inside. He had a great at-bat before blooping into center field. This time he pulls down the left field line. Dixon gets to it quickly. But another single for Price. He's 2 for 2 in his young career. Kramer grounded out but reached on the error. And Chris Harris is locked in. He's over 45 pitches, though, so he is starting to get a bit tired. Strike catches the corner, 1-1. Popped up shallow left field. Dixon should be getting to that, and he will. Caught, and Price retreats back to first. 2 outs for Harrington, 0 for 1 today. You'll see the white gloves and the white bat. She is the MVP from last year. Misses inside here. 50th pitch from Harris is pulled foul. Harrington looking to get her year started with a big bang. Tough out activates on the 1-2. Ball in the dirt. Good eye. Make it 2-2. Ball high. Full count. Runner will take off with 2 outs. Checks inside. Ball 4. Good eye from Harrington. She works the walk. She pushes a runner into scoring position. And Makai Nornerwest with his second chance here and 2 at-bats with the RBI hero trait activated. He failed to succeed with a strikeout last time. This time he pushes one through. Right field, slow roller to right center. Running third and heading home is Zeke Price. Slides in safely. Ball gets cut off by Campbell. And an RBI single from Nornerwest, the RBI hero of the game so far, as the Tundras take a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the third. Crisp back to neutral mojo. Starting to get tired even quicker after over 55 pitches. And a slow roller to third should do it. Oh, Amina tries to apply the tag. Can't get it in time. And legging out the infield single was that Flip Bauer? So he reaches on the infield single, and now bases are loaded for Jacques Dennis with 2-3 bad balls there. He's 1 for 1. Can't believe he took that first pitch. It was right down the middle. This one pulled and just foul. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Off the end of the bat, but fouled off. And push foul this time. 1-2, staying alive. Swings through strike 3, damn it! And Dennis goes down swinging, and that was a big moment from Chris Paris. He bailed himself out of a jam. June Mina makes a mistake trying to tag Harrington as she was sliding into third base. And we missed out on bases loaded, but one run does score on the Northwest single. And Potter has a lead for the first time in her career. We have a 1-0 lead going into the top of the fourth here. And swinging through strike 3. Good pitching from Potter. I didn't even acknowledge her first strikeout, but she's had a few more since then. And Dixon comes up 0 for 1. Potter 45 pitches. She's still in a decent spot if she can get an efficient inning here. This one sent to deep left field, but playable by Harrington. We'll see her white glove as well. That's out number 2. And Sky McCullough comes up. She walked in her first plate appearance. Had a great at-bat. She battled quite a bit, and then she was able to reach. Potter locked in. Trying to get through the fourth here. She's given up 4 hits and 1 walk. Oh, and Potter gets blasted in the face. Gadman trying to get the play, and runner will reach safely, but Potter goes down with a bad injury here. I imagine that one right to her face. We'll see in a second. She's extremely hurt, and Ellen Booth comes in. Extreme pain, so she got hit in the face. Booth getting her first appearance, and that's a real big shame as Potter is about to get through the fourth, as Booth will finish it off. Fly out to right field makes the inning end. 3 2/3 innings for Gabriella Potter in her debut before getting hit in the face. We're going to give her some thoughts and prayers as she heads maybe to the emergency room, as they're going to have her looked at for a little while. We wishing her the best for her and her family. Hopefully for a quick recovery. Get Wrecked pops up to left center field, shallow. Calling it as the shortstop. Barron gets to that one, out number 1. Hopefully she can recover before her next start. Braden Coleman comes up. Chris Paris finally gets pulled for Horst Mustard. It's a shame. Horst was a guy we were looking at bringing in. Couldn't financially afford it, nor did it work with our chemistry. As Tier 3 K Collector has an elite pitch as well. The curveball. There's K Collector. And a ground ball to second base. Easy play for Proctor for out number 2. It'll bring us to number 9 hitter, Gadman. Grounded out to the pitcher last time. He had a couple of big home runs last year, one being in the home opener. Ball high, and he gets ahead 2-0. Fouls at that one. Popped up out of play. Chases another one, and it's 2-2. K Collector will activate once again. Mustard a long reliever, so he'll last for a little while. Just foul down the first baseline. Chase strike 3 looking, and that'll end the inning. Gadman throws on that pitch. And we head to the top of the 5th. Booth came in to receive that last batter. Was able to get the out in, 3 or 4 pitches? 2 pitches. So she should be in a good place to maybe finish this game off, especially if she can be efficient. She's 20 years old. She had a rough first year as she gives up a base hit to left field. Diving play from... God, I still need to remember names of these players. Raiden Cameron or something at third base. Just misses it. But leadoff man aboard. Tier 2 bad jumps. June Mina comes up. They were teammates last year. You can see a friendly little nod to each other as Mina walked up to the plate. Hit and run activates and sent to deep left center field. Up against the wall is Price. He catches that one. And the runner has to retreat all the way back to first base. So great hustle from Zeke Price. And that'll be a big out. Hard hit ball. Carried for a while, but ends up falling just short of a home run. And Mendez comes up 1 for 2 with the double. Booth has to be careful with this at bat. She falls behind. She gets her to swing at the slider at the top of the zone. Another one, and it's fouled off. And just like that, she's back in the count 2-2. Swung through strike 3. First strikeout for Booth this year. That's a big one. And in a max pressure situation, Elsie Proctor will come up tenth. She's 1 for 2 with a single. And she's going to see a big drop to her mojo, or to her attributes because of that mojo. Swung through strike 1. Ball in the dirt. Good block from Mann. Fouled off there, and she's down 1-2. 2 outs. And pushed foul out of play. Bounces back into the field of play. 1-2. Ball inside. Booth trying to paint the corners here. And takes it one right at the top of the zone. Looking, and Booth with a big strikeout there. Good 5th inning for her. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Mustard will come back out for the top of our lineup. And Zeke Price will lead things off, 2 for 2 with 2 singles so far. The rookie having a great start to his career. We'll see what he does against Horst Mustard here, who's a really good pitcher. Although he just capitalized on Chris Paris. He lines to second base. Easy play for Proctor. 1 out, and Brock Kramer comes up. We're in a high-pressure situation here. First pitch swinging and fouls it off the end of the bat. Ground ball will sneak up the middle. Kramer will reach. I think that's his first hit. Oh, no, he had a hit in his last hit. Or no, I don't remember. He reaches first base safely. And with 1 out, here comes Harrington. She's looking for her first hit of the day. 0 for 1 with a line out and a walk. Runner takes off, hit and run, swings through and misses. And caught stealing second base is Kramer. So now 2 outs, and Tough Out activates with K Collector. Harrington stays alive, fouls one off, 1-2 count. Chases out of the zone, but she makes contact and stays alive. And that one she misses. 100 on the gun from Horst Mustard. Puts some mustard on it and strikes out Harrington, which is really hard to do. So we get to the top of the 6th. Last chance for the Foresters. They're still down 1-0. And Campbell comes up 1 for 2 with a double. Had a big opportunity in his last at-bat, but he struck out looking. This time he swings at the first pitch, and Coleman will get a chance. Did I say Cameron? Coleman. Got it. Okay, Coleman. Now Ron Wells comes up. He's 0 for 2. Strike taken at the top of the zone. Booth trying to finish off this game. She's at 22 pitches, but she's locked in. And lined into left field, playable from Harrington, out number 2. And it comes down to Prince Dixon. 0 for 2 today. Max pressure situation at this point. Booth getting a huge boost from her locked-in mojo. That should be enough to get her through this at-bat. First pitch strike. And a liner right to Norner West is going to end the game. And your Tundras win Game 1 of the season. Season 2 starts with a bang. It was actually a really great pitchers matchup, but a couple of bangs there as Gabriella Potter gets blasted in the face there in the 4th inning. Off the bat of Sky McCullough. We saw 1 run in this game, and it came from the Tundras. It was a base hit from Makai Norner West, our RBI hero, came through. 1 run on 6 hits for the Tundras. No runs on 6 hits with 1 error for the Foresters. So a big turn of events for us. For the Foresters, they had 2 hits from Linguino, and then a couple of other hits scattered around the rest of the team. 1 walk from Sky McCullough. She actually reached base twice in her 2 plate appearances. For the Tundras, 2 hits from Price. Great start from our leadoff man. Kramer with a base hit, a walk from Harrington, but she was unusually quiet. Norner West with the only RBI of the game. Big hit from him when we needed it from the RBI hero, and a couple of other hits throughout the rest of this lineup from Bauer and Dennis. Pitching-wise, Harris gets the loss. 3 1/3, giving up 5 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Mustard pitched great, 1 2/3. He gave up 1 hit and 2 strikeouts. And Potter, she would have gone a little bit longer if she didn't get hit in the face. She goes 3 2/3, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. We're wishing her a quick recovery. The rookie having a tough time to start off her career. Ellen Booth comes in. She'll get the win, 2 1/3, giving up only 1 hit and striking out 2. Solid start for the Tundras. So it's going to be Potter, Harris, and Booth are your top 3. And that is how Season 2 begins. for the Tundras here in the Chem Lock League. Love to see it. That was really exciting. If we're going to give a loyalty boost, it's going to go to Norner West due to his big RBI that led to being the game winner. Between these two, shit. I'm going to give the loyalty to Potter here. I think we'll get it back more from Booth later, but Potter deserved it from her great performance. Plus, she's going to be worth more in the long run. And then between these two, I'm actually going to dock the loyalty of Amos Get Wrecked because he hasn't been playing as well. Hopefully we can get that back for him later this season. But he needs to start stepping up, especially as a starter for us. Let's sim to our next game. And right now, let's take a snapshot of this, a memory. We are the only undefeated team in the Earth Division, and we hold the lead in the division. Something we haven't been able to say yet, so that's really exciting. We're only one game into the season. Every other team in our division has played 2 games, so it's our turn, and we'll be facing off against the Colossus, who are 0-1. And yeah, Luke Resplendent, our ace, gets to come out in the 2 spot, so that's going to be really nice. What has happened since that last game ended? Well, we have a chance for Anaya Corona to already lose the Wild Thrower trait. We'll probably consider that one. Magnus Rivas with some development, especially in the accuracy department, but a chance to gain injury prone. I don't think I'm as worried about that, especially at tier 1. And as a pitcher, I'm not necessarily worried about that. Not going to develop Dennis. Janaya Bango with some accuracy improvement and a chance to gain a pitch and a trait. And then Gadman, a chance to gain easy target. We're not going to do that. He doesn't need the speed, and we definitely don't want to lose the power. Probably not going to develop Trampleson here, so we're going to pass on that one as well. So check out the development options. We'll do this one for Bango, but we'll wait a couple of games here. No for Gadman. Probably will do this for Rivas just because of the accuracy that I'm hoping he can gain. Trampleson, no thank you. Jacques Dennis, no thank you. And I am curious. Actually, I'm going to do this one and the one for Rivas right now. So +3 arm with a chance to gain 5 more arm. She won't. But will she get rid of the Wild Thrower trait? She will. So just like that, in her first game of the year, she doesn't do anything, and she still gets rid of that Wild Thrower trait. If only we could do that for Get Wrecked. Now she has room as a rookie at 19 to try and find another trait to acquire. Maybe one that could make her a bigger impact for the team. Like maybe power versus righties would be awesome. Maybe RBI hero, bad ball hitter. Those types of traits are what I'm thinking. Maybe Mind Gamer Mind Gamer could be one that we could look at getting as well. And I'm going to do this one for Magnus Rivas as well. Get him developed a little bit, especially if we're going to potentially rely on him. -1 velocity is not a big deal. He doesn't get the extra junk. He doesn't get the extra accuracy. The risk here is, will he gain injury prone? He will not. So 1 extra accuracy for him. Not very notable, but slow development there. And we still have some money that we can continue to afford these things. Might look at getting this one after the next game. Alrighty, and then, sorry if you're going to hear my dog barking in a second here. Relax. It's okay. Yes, good girl. Oh, it's okay. Anytime she sees another dog out the window, she starts freaking out.
There's nothing but beautiful.
We really don't have any options in the
sunglasses inside.
we really don't have any options in the free agent pool that we're looking at here to consider.
Next song.
And I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going with this team the way it is. That's something that we didn't do last year because we started making moves pretty quickly as soon as we were able to. But a fun way to start the season. Let's take a look at what the lineup will be as we head into the second game here. Quiet. Yes, good girl. Can you lay in your bed? Oh, you want to say hi? Okay. So the lineup for this next game. Yeah, and my dog Bailey is saying hi to everyone. She's right here in the mic. She's knocking over my controller. I think if I were to move anyone around, I think I really liked this team as it was. Maybe I'll bump up Get Wrecked 1 or Coleman 1, but everybody else I think I'd like to leave where they were. I think this is fine with me. I don't really think there was anything I needed to move around. We faced off against an elite pitcher, so I think that was probably the biggest product of struggle there, but I'm hoping we can turn things around in the next one. We will be away for this next game against the Colossus, so I think we'll probably use our standard away uniform as we see here, and that's what we'll see next time out. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the first game of the season for the Tundras. Let me know what you think about the team. Please send your well wishes in the comment section for Gabriella Potter. Hopefully she can recover quickly so she's ready for her next start, which will be in 3 more games. If you have not done so, please like the video. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to see more of this, I have tons of content around Super Mega Baseball and these franchises that you can take a look at if you want more right now. And I'll also say that if you are looking for something else that you think I might do a really good job with, I would love to hear your comments down below. But I appreciate you so much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.